Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I need to tell you a story. I was driving with a friend who was visiting from out of town. The rain suddenly came out of nowhere. You know, those summer storms that just suddenly, and everything is drenched and you can't see, and the wipers are not strong enough. But right before this rain came down, I saw these two young people walking. They were walking just in their neighborhood, walking. And when this rain came suddenly, I pulled up to him and pulled over. And my friend said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm giving them a ride. What are you talking about?" And she was like, "We don't know them." I was like, "Clearly, I don't know you. It's pouring." So I rolled down the windows. "Come on, get in, babies. It's pouring. Where are you going?" They were like, "Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. We don't know where this water came from. It just started raining all of a sudden. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much." They were so polite. I said, "Where are you going, baby?" "We're just going right up here. We live right up here." I said, "That's okay. Is that where you were going? Because I'll take you wherever you need to go." My friend is looking at me like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, thank you. We didn't know what we were going to do. It's just pouring so hard. We were actually on our way to the store." I said, "Good. We're going to the store then, and I'll wait for you and take you back home." I saw these kids like my kids who are out walking without an umbrella because mama barely carries an umbrella, and the sudden storm just coming. They were walking, they were just kids out walking. One of them kept pulling his pants up. He didn't have on a belt, he was trying to style like everybody else. But when they got in that car, the just politeness and kindness just rolled off of them. They ran in the store, got what they needed, ran back out. I took them to their house. They were like, "Thank you so much. Thank you. We really appreciate you. Thank you, ma'am. Can we have your name? Because I know my grandmother's going to pray for you." It was so sweet. It was such a wonderful exchange. When they got out, my friend looked at me and said, "I'm ashamed of myself. I'm looking at our own babies like they're somehow a threat to us." In 2014, a study was done. It's called The Essence of Innocence, the dehumanization of Black children. In this study, they gathered a group of police officers, and they did a study to find out when was the age that Black boys were seen as grown, and when was it determined that they were less innocent, and when was it determined that they would be violent. At the age of 10, Black boys are determined as violent, as less innocent, as responsible adults. This study has been replicated in the larger society, and that age goes down to 9. I didn't plan or think that I would cry like this in telling this story, that I would emote like this in telling this story. But just thinking about my sons when they were 9, they still played Mother May I. They still would get on the floor with me in a game of jacks. They still wanted to be held and loved. And yet somehow we determine through this rotten phrase of unconscious bias. There's nothing unconscious. It's a rotten subconscious that would determine a 9-year-old is somehow an evil threat just because the color of their skin. Now you know. Now you're responsible to look and look again. I am hopeful. I am forever hopeful. But it angers me and it hurts me to my core that the least of these would be treated this way. I still love you.